An alien woman had tried to steal the human veteran's ship. He had let her go, then said, "Forgot my last name." The docking base smelled of ozone and coolant. Commander Sarah Vex moved through the Persing's corridors with the fluid precision of someone who had spent 3 decades in microgravity. Her titanium composite Kepler 442b engineered exoskeleton whispered against metal walls. The human was waiting in the captain's quarters. Marcus Webb sat motionless in the command chair, a cup of synthetic coffee cooling in his weathered hands. 63 years old. 40 years of service in the Terran colonial defense. His neurointerface glowed faintly beneath his temple, military grade, possibly outdated. "Captain Webb," Sarah said, her translator rendering clicks and subsonic vocalizations into perfect English. "I'm here to requisition this vessel under Kepler Accords, Article 7. The Persing is registered to a decommissioned human officer. The colony worlds need functional deep space platforms. You'll need to vacate within the hour. Authorization comes from the Interspecies Commerce Council. Your service record is noted. You'll receive compensation." Webb didn't move. He sipped his coffee. "Take it," he said quietly. Sarah's mandibles froze mid-vibration. The Kepler 442b could read micro-expressions, subtle atmospheric pressure changes, pupil dilation. She had expected resistance, legal challenges, perhaps even violence, not surrender. "I apologize," she said. "The ship, take it." Webb stood and gestured toward the observation window, the Persian gleaming in Earth's orbital station lights. "Override codes are on the datapad. Crew quarters are in Section C. Navigation AI responds to voice command. Main reactors running at 80%. I keep it maintained." Sarah's exoskeleton hummed, processing. "You're relinquishing your claim?" "Yes, without negotiation. Nothing to negotiate." Webb moved toward the door, then paused. His eyes seemed to contain entire star systems of weariness. "One question, though. What's your name? Your full designation?" "Sarah Vex of Kepler 442b, 7th generation post-colonization." "Why?" "Just wondering if you'd remember it 20 years from now." 40 years. He stepped into the corridor. "I had a name once. Used it every day for 60-some years. Asked myself this morning what it was." Sarah's sensory organs swiveled toward him. "Your neural interface is perfectly functional. That's not the problem." Webb's reflection ghosted across the polished steel. "The problem is remembering. When you spend enough time alone, commanding a ship, talking to an AI that never forgets, never ages, never needs you to actually be anything, you stop needing a name. Just coordinates. Just vectors. Next maintenance cycle. Next trajectory correction." He looked back at her. "I can tell you everything about this ship, every system, every microfracture in the hull plating, every star we've charted, but I can't remember my last name. That's not degradation. Not a medical issue. Just forgetting what it meant to be the kind of being that needs a name." Sarah's exoskeleton extended a manipulator toward him. A gesture of Kepler 442b compassion. Perhaps rest. "You should go," Webb interrupted. "Before I change my mind about the ship. Before I start remembering things I'd rather forget." He extended his own hand, an ancient human gesture. "Good luck with the colony expansion. You'll do better than we did. You won't have 40 years of habit telling you who you're supposed to be." Sarah clasped his hand carefully, titanium fingers applying no pressure, merely contact. His skin was warm, alive in ways her biology could only approximate. She released him and walked toward the bridge. 17 minutes later, the override codes were entered, her neural interface synchronized with Persing systems, and departure protocols initiated. The ship disengaged from the station with practiced precision. As the Persing pulled away from Earth orbit, Sarah watched the planet rotate below, blue and brown, impossibly fragile. She thought of Webb's question. He had asked it as though the answer mattered. She remembered her name. Of course she would. Then she accessed the ship's chronometer and ran the calculations. Kepler 442b's gravity, relativistic time dilation on deep space runs, crew rotation cycles. By the time she completed a standard survey mission and returned, centuries would have passed on her homeworld. Everyone who knew her name would be dust. The Persing's AI chimed softly. "Departure vector confirmed. Captain Vex. Please follow my channel for more videos. One click from you can change my life."